take a look at your screen. This is my favorite part about doing this show, is taking a look at customers like you and their before and after pictures. Here's John. He lost 55 pounds in 7 months. Amazing. This could be you in 6 months. This could be you. I love looking at these pictures because what we're doing is inspiring you. Here's Sheila. She lost 30 pounds in just 6 months. Amazing. So take a look at these before and afters. This is John. He lost 90 pounds in 2 years. 90 pounds. You know, one of my favorite things about these before and after stories is that all these folks have kept the weight off as well. Here is Audrey, who lost 50 pounds. Excuse me, in just 6 months. 50 pounds in just 6 months. Maybe she started it thinking she's gonna lose 10 pounds. That was her dream. Maybe I could lose 20. But you know, it's so easy. It just keeps going and going. And let me give you the special. Let me tell you what the offer is. You are getting breakfast, lunch, and dinner, plus snacks, plus 7 shakes, and even 2 additional breakfasts, and then weekends off for an entire month. That's right, breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks, and 7 shakes. You're getting all of this for about eating food all day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks for about $9 a day. We're doing the special offer as well of these containers that come with your shipment. And there they are on the screen, $419 value for under $200 today. Now, again, you go, oh, well, I could go to the grocery store and then I could make some of these things and then I could be cooking all day and then it would be, I challenge you to go to the grocery store and feed yourself for 1 day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks for $9. I know I've never been able to do this, but this is new, this is exclusive, and I also want to say that HSN coupon, $50 off, when you open and use an HSN card, you can use it on our today's special. You can use it on whatever you want. It's the biggest coupon we've done in the history of the network. It just happened to land on today, so you could just happen to have $50 off your month of food bill. Amazing, amazing. I will tell you right away, I think a lot of you should order auto ship. If you have more than 10 pounds that you want to lose, I would really recommend auto ship. And honestly, even if you only have 5 pounds to lose, I would do auto ship. Get another shipment. Make sure you have, stocked in your house all this food so you're ready to go. So let me introduce our special guest who's going to take us through this hour. Maybe you've seen her on, the network news program. She's a very well-known anchor, so she's been in the public eye like I have, and from social media, comments about what we look like.
Oh, yes.
You know how we love that. So this is Kat Carney, who is a success story in and of itself. And as I'm looking at you, I feel like you're even thinner than the last time we worked together.
I've dropped some pounds, because you know what? I went back on the program again.
Yeah.
And you know what? Nutrisystem always comes through for me. I was someone who always had a weight problem. I was a heavy child. I was a heavy adolescent. As an adult, I had gotten up to over 240 pounds. 240 is the last I remember looking at. Then I stopped looking.
You stopped weighing. Oh, I know that.
Yep, stop
I
looking.
know that feeling.
And you know what? Those pants that you're seeing right there on the left, that was me at my heaviest right before starting Nutrisystem. And by then I was working as a news anchor, and I was a medical anchor of all things. Yeah. And I had a friend who had, and you know what? In my 20s, I powered off like 90 pounds. I went on a trendy diet. I thought I was a success story. I got on a big talk show, was like, I did it. But I was already actually gaining weight back. And I gained over 50 pounds back while I was working as an anchor. And a friend saw me on air, called me up, and it's a good friend who can call and be like, hey, you're putting on a little bit of weight. Have you thought about Nutrisystem? And I remember it like it was yesterday. I said, I've tried everything. And he said, if you haven't tried Nutrisystem, you haven't tried everything. So I'll be honest, the only reason I even tried Nutrisystem was just so I could check the box, so I wouldn't be lying to myself saying I've tried everything. I'm gonna try it.
Right.
When I got it home, it was a big box of food. The first taste, I was like, oh, wow, that tastes good. Then I'm eating lunch. Wow, that tastes good. I'm eating dinner. And I kept thinking, there's no way I'm going to lose weight eating this much food, eating all day long. The first week, week, I lost weight. The second week, I lost weight. By the third week, people in my office were like, have you done something different to your hair? Because like, they'll comment when you lose weight, when you're gaining weight, when you're losing weight. Is it your hair? You know, people can be snarky.
Yeah, they can be snarky. But you know, I was about to say, Kat, look at those cheekbones.
Oh, thank
Girl,
you.
I'm telling you, I can see the cheekbones. And because you were slim when we did the last show together, but it's been
You're being
a while.
kind.
No, well, I'm just saying, but even more since, you know, you've been the spokesperson for this brand, you've continued on your journey.
Oh, absolutely, because, you know, during pandemic, I was on lockdown, I was eating bread, I was drinking rosé. All of a sudden, I couldn't fit in my clothes. Do you have that outfit that you're like, one day I'm gonna be back in it? This shirt is that one day shirt for me. I haven't been able to button this up in years. I haven't been able to get my arm into the sleeve for years. Everything I brought here today are clothes that I haven't worn in years. And I mentioned those pants in that picture. These are the pants that I'm wearing in the picture, the actual pants in the picture. Look at this. I can stand behind one leg of the pants. I can actually step inside one leg. And I bring these all the time because this is where I was before Nutrisystem.
Yeah, those are the actual pants. You know, I love that we're seeing your before and after. Lost 45 pounds in 4 months. That's how long it took you to lose 45 pounds with just 4 months?
That's right.
And how long ago was that?
That was 16 years ago. And then I've been keeping it off. And then, of course, we had this global, you know.
Oh, no. I'm going to keep it real because during the lockdown, whatever, I gained 30 pounds.
Yep, I probably,
and I'm saying, I was like, oh, I couldn't even believe it. And I have worked so hard to get it off. You know, I gained it not in 10 minutes. It took 3 years to gain it.
Right.
It took me, you know, it's taking me to, and I still probably have about 5 pounds to go to get back there, but it was so incredibly hard during that because I think what we've gone through, you know, everybody, the collective universe has gone through this, and this is really a way to kind of get back on track, but the least painful way ever. You know what I've noticed? Eating more food is a better way to go than eating less food.
Absolutely.
I know that doesn't really make sense in our heads, but that's what this system is based on. It's keeping you eating all the time.
Yeah, because when I'm skipping meals, I'm thinking about food the whole time. I am watching the clock as the second hand ticks and takes 5 seconds to tick 1 second. Because it feels like the day is dragging on. With Nutrisystem, I was getting up in the morning having chocolate chip muffins, having blueberry muffins,
I'm getting hungry just being here, so I'm gonna start drinking my shake. Is this my shake
That's
over here?
your shake.
I'm gonna start drinking my shake.
And you know what?
Cheers.
With Nutrisystem, you get to have a shake with breakfast, not a shake instead of breakfast.
Yeah.
You get to have lunch or lunch with your shake.
Is this food that I'm allowed to start eating?
Oh, absolutely. This is the rotini with meatballs.
Okay.
And this is the white cheddar mac and cheese.
Okay.
Delicious.
Well, I need to start eating both of them right now because I think one of the things that makes this so successful is how good the food is.
It's so wonderful. And that's what kept me on the program because I love the food. And these, you know, these are my favorite dishes. I can eat rotini and meatballs every single night.
Yeah.
Mac and cheese, yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
If you said, okay, Kat's gonna lose 45 pounds by eating mac and cheese, you would be like, what? That doesn't make sense.
Because here's the thing, I believed all the hype. You can't eat carbs to lose weight.
Right.
You can't have
That's
fruit.
not true.
You can't eat after a certain time. There's all of these rules that somebody, you know, created somewhere about weight loss. But what Nutrisystem knows is the only rule there is portion control. And they've done it for you. But then they also know that in order to stay on a program for the amount of time that you have to lose weight, I had more than 10 pounds to lose. Maybe it's gonna take you a couple of months. Maybe it may take you several couples of months.
Right.
The food has to taste good.
Can I
so
taste
what they
yours
did,
too?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I don't want to, I had to ask permission because I'm starting to eat everybody's.
It's so
because
good.
it's so good. Like I'm telling you, it's so good. And I'll tell you, the carb thing, I wanted to mention that. Because you know when you take carbs out, you know what else you take out is your energy.
That's right. That's right. You're dragging.
You're dragging. You're tired. And for me, I have like my little fitness tracker and just walking. Like walking is how, you know, I don't know if you did, you know, some big cardio marathon running or anything like that.
No. The only way I would run is if like a bear was chasing me. Running is not my thing. But what I did do is I found that I was moving more. Like just being on Nutrisystem, first of all, it gave me more time back in my day, but I was just moving more naturally. And that's what it's about. Maybe it's putting on a song on the radio and dancing to the song, but it's also following the program and eating throughout the day. I never, ever thought that many years later I'd still be coming, you know, singing the praises of Nutrisystem. But the reason I do that is because Nutrisystem continues to evolve as a company. They're always creating new dishes, delicious dishes. And you know what? You get so many free gifts with today's special.
You know, we've done this before. You never got those containers, but the portion control of these containers is perfect.
Free gifts with today's special. And you know what? You're eating all day long, every day. Sometimes, and every once in a while, I'll order other programs just to see what they're offering. And they'll go, oh, the food looks good. But they didn't tell you the food was like in a recipe book. You got to cook those foods. And then you get some shakes. Or you know what? You only get to eat 2 days a week. Or you're only eating one meal and you're eating 2 shakes. I don't want to live like that. I want to eat meals. And this is a 4-week weekends off program. So what that means is that 5 days a week, you're going to be following the Nutrisystem program. And then 2 days a week, you get to eat out with your friends and family. So why does Nutrisystem do that? Well, first of all, you don't want to be in diet prison. So often I would go on other programs and people would say, hey, you want to go here? I can't. I'm on a diet. Hey, you want to do this? I can't. I'm on a diet. But with Nutrisystem, you can say, sure, what day are we going? Oh, Tuesday? No problem. Hey, maybe your friends say, hey, we're going out for Chinese food. We're going for Mexican food. And you're thinking, wow, will that keep me on program? You're going to get a meal planner guide that looks like this inside your order. All you have to do is call the number on the back of the guide. There's a toll-free number that's just for HSN customers who are on the Nutrisystem program. You can call that number every single day if you want to. Say, hey, I'm going out for pizza. What can I eat that keeps me on program? I've got a party to go to tonight. How do I adjust my day that keeps me on program? And when we talk about on program, inside the guide, there's a checklist. All you have to do is check off your meals as you go through the day. And if you're thinking, wow, that looks like a lot of food, am I gonna be eating all day long? Yes, you're eating all day long.
You know, I have a friend who's in the like fitness and nutrition and has clients that like compete at fitness. And I was like, this all day long eating, doesn't that sound like I'm eating a lot? And they explained it to me like, it's like, you know, you have a fire, you put like little logs in it. So, you know, little tin, just to keep it going. That's your metabolism.
That's right.
If you take everything away, it's like you can't have, it'll go out. You want to keep it going. And these are delicious little embers going in to keep your metabolism going all day long. And that's how I think of it in my head. So when I reach for that chocolate covered pretzel, that is included. That delicious like walnut chocolate chip cookie. And I think, you know what? I'm eating this because I'm keeping going. I'm keeping going. I can't get over how great you look at you. Look at you. I just want to touch her. She's so
I didn't tell anybody.
No one had to tell. You know what? I just saw you when you walked out here. We had talked and things like that. But the minute I saw you, I was like, wow. And I don't even know if it's, you know, it's interesting. Sometimes when people lose weight, they look like you look healthy and beautiful.
Thank you.
Your skin is glowing.
Thank you.
You know, that's another thing. You've got to be, you know, if you want to lose weight, you want to lose it in a healthy way that you maintain it. And one of the things about doing these shows, Kat, is everybody we talk to, yourself included, keeps it off. This is not a fad thing. And also, I know that the world has changed with weight loss and that there's things out there that everybody's reading about and hearing about, but listen to me when I tell you this. You still have to eat less.
That's right.
You still have to eat less. It's all about what you eat, no matter what kind of help you're getting.
That's right.
You gotta eat less. And if you may have no idea where to start, we tell you where to start, middle, and finish. Nutrisystem makes it a no-brainer.
That's right. No matter what type of program you're doing, what other type of assistance you're doing, Nutrisystem fits into that because there is no version of healthy weight loss that doesn't include healthy diet.
Oh yeah, and you know, speaking of people that have kept it off, Marie Osmond, who I know is the original, you know, celebrity that loved it, and I think she came to the company, but let's take a listen and hear it in her own words.
I am a real customer, and I love still being here telling people don't give up. I'm living proof that Nutrisystem works and it changes your life, and you don't ever have to be that again. They fix it for you. They help you love yourself and move forward and have a great life.
Okay, so Marie lost 50 pounds in 5 months, but you know what? We all know she kept it off.
She kept it off.
She kept it off.
And a lot of people don't know, she was actually sitting at home watching a program just like this, thinking, wait a minute, will it work for me? And she didn't want people to know that she was on a diet, so she had her assistant call in. She started the Nutrisystem program.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Okay.
and she started, and then she got that dancing program with the stars, so that was her physical activity, and the weight came off, and people were like, okay, wait a minute, what are you doing?
I don't want to be rude, but I'm eating cheese puffs like I'm watching a movie.
If you hear that crunching, that's what you were hearing right there.
Oh, somebody came over and said, you can eat all these snacks. I was like, okay.
And the thing is, you get to eat the whole bag. You know, before I was on Nutrisystem, I would go and I would buy, you know, cheese puffs from the store, and I would be munching away, and I would happen to glance at the back, and I'm like, oh gosh, that was like 8 servings, and I'm already like 2/3 of the way through the bag. You get to eat the whole bag. Everything that you're seeing here, this is an actual portion. Nothing was doubled up, nothing was tripled up. You're not gonna get it home and go, wait a minute, they didn't tell me I had to buy extra beans or extra, you know, macaroni and make it. They didn't tell me I was gonna have to count out the cheese puffs. Everything is done for you. You know, my mantra for this year and even last year really was, I don't have the bandwidth for that. So people ask me, hey, do you have time for this? No, I don't have the mental bandwidth for that right now. I just don't. I don't have
the bandwidth. I love that. That's funny.
You know, and I just didn't. I'm super busy right now. I don't have time. There's no way I'd be able to figure out another diet, another this, another that. And it's almost like after we came out of lockdown, we had to kind of do a mental reboot. Like, okay, what do I do now? And Nutrisystem was that reboot. I knew where to go to get back into my clothes. I knew where, I didn't want to have to buy new clothes. I wanted to go shopping in my own closet. I wanted to wear the clothes that I knew I was wearing 3 years ago, and Nutrisystem got me back in it. And you know, I actually have a little bit of room to spare in this one. Like, I'm like,
have that one taken in. You gotta have that shirt taken in.
And that picture right there that you're seeing on the left, these are those, the pants that you're seeing me wearing in that picture. These are those actual pants. I have held on to them all of these years because I don't really actually remember being the size, but I know I wore the pants, and I had, because when I lost the weight on Nutrisystem, the way the weight came off, it was just so effortless that I didn't realize how much weight I had lost. So I'm at home cleaning one day, and I'm like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna wear those green pants to like clean up around the house. So I put them on, and the pants fell off of me.
I can't even, I don't even know how, you need suspenders to put those on you now.
Yeah, so then I said, you know what, I think I'm gonna take these to HSN, I'm gonna show them. I'm taking when I go on your sister station, QVC, and show the pants. And so now when I come in the building, nobody says, hi, Kat. They say, hey, do you have the pants? I'm like, I have the pants. Oh, okay, by the way, hi, Kat.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want to challenge you at home right now. If you have a pair of pants that maybe they'll be your before pants, maybe there's something hanging in your closet that you're like, you know what? One day I'm going to get back in that shirt. One day I'm going to get back in those jeans. Maybe one day I'm going to get back in that dress. You know what? Put that in a special part of your closet and make those your goal clothes, your before clothes. And when you make the decision today to start Nutrisystem, just know, see those pants, see that dress hanging in the closet, and know that you will get there, because it will happen faster than you think when you're following the Nutrisystem program.
You know, and it's not just Kat that follows the Nutrisystem program. All of you can as well. I know most of you, and in fact, my producer's telling me all of you are getting auto ship. I really feel like everybody should do auto ship. It's $9 a day. You get breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, and weekends off. And so breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, weekends off, and you're getting 7 shakes also. The shakes are really great. All of this is fabulous on the go. If you have a microwave, you're gonna be good. That's all you need. You don't need to have, you know, a degree from a culinary institute, have a personal chef and all that. This is just open it up. It comes in a box. You're gonna be so excited. You're to pick out, you know, your day one, and you are just going to change your life in an easy, happy way. So we have a special guest who's called in, who is someone who has worked the program, done the program. Her name is Ashley. She's calling in from Maryland, and I want to welcome you to the show, Ashley. Thank you so much for calling in and sharing your, we all know, very personal experience. This is very personal things we're talking about.
Yes. Hi, ladies. Thank you for having me on this evening. I am very excited to kind of give a little backstory of my Nutrisystem journey and kind of my success that I've had.
I'd love that. Now, here's a picture of you, lost 40 pounds in 8 months, Ashley. I'd love to hear your story and have you share it.
Yeah, so here's the short version. I was unfortunately, and also very happily, got engaged. It was going to get married during COVID. Also, my backstory is I am an emergency room nurse, so like life kind of just really sucked. I was gaining weight during COVID. I was trying multiple different diets because who doesn't want to lose weight for their wedding? So it's funny she was talking about her pants. I actually went to go try on wedding dresses. I was so excited. Usually my normal size in a women's size was an 8. When I went to try on dresses, they put me in a size 20, and I just looked at my mom and dad, and like tears were running down my face. And they said, yeah, this is the size we have to get for you. It was just crushing. My scrubs weren't fitting at work. My mood was horrible. And that's when my father and my mother were actually on Nutrisystem partner plan, and we're doing it together. And they're like, Ashley, try Nutrisystem. Come on. Like, you can do this. Nothing's working. And within the first week, I lost 5 pounds.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And life was so stressful. I wanted something that was consistent and held me accountable. And I also wanted variety in my diet. And I didn't want these restrictions like you were talking about, carbs and all this. And I needed something that variety that kept me going. And Nutrisystem gave me all of those options.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for your hard work as an emergency room nurse,
Yes.
especially during the pandemic. I can't
Yes.
even imagine the stress you were going through, and the stress that, you know, everybody, you know, felt during that time was probably magnified by a billion for you. So right away, and I know stress is one of those things, Kat, that leads to, you know, weight gain, obviously.
And you had like double stress, you know, being an emergency room
the
nurse
wedding.
yes, exactly,
The
and
wedding.
a pending wedding. So like you said, you lost 5 pounds the first week, but at what point were you like, you know what, this really is going to work for me? What point did you know I'm in good hands now with Nutrisystem?
When after it was like the first week, I was like, okay, wow, this is working. This is working. And then I was buying larger scrubs because I couldn't fit in them. And then each week I was getting little by little. I'm a big person, how my clothes fit. I try not to look at the scale. And every single week I would be, wow, like these are getting less tight. People were giving me more compliments at work. I was in a better mood. I wasn't as grouchy and as stressed. So it really impacted my work. I know I preach about it, but it really impacted my work environment. And I mean, I just am so thankful that I found a program like Nutrisystem that just absolutely took this stress and like weight off my shoulders.
Well, now, Ashley, we have to know, like, has the wedding happened yet?
Yes, the wedding has happened with Nutrisystem. Thankfully, I was able to lose 40 pounds in 8 months. My wedding did get delayed, but I know a lot of people were suffering from the same spot that I was in. But yes, they got me down 40 pounds. I got in a dress size 12, and I couldn't be happier.
Oh, that's so exciting. And you know what? The thing is, when we're heavier and we're carrying extra weight and we know we've got a deadline to meet, you know, a wedding, a class reunion, a party, it feels even harder. It feels even more stressful sometimes to take weight off. Like, how was it knowing that Nutrisystem was taking care of the weight loss for you? Was it one less thing you had to think about?
Oh, it's one less thing. Everybody was so stressed going to the grocery store. Nobody wanted to go anywhere. Everybody was so worried and everything. They deliver everything to you in a box with instructions. They have extra help that you can call in with dietitians, and they help you. Like, they want you to succeed. They're not here just to be like, oh, here, we're going to take your money. No, they want you to succeed, and they want you to live your best life. And I feel like if you do this program, it will do it for you.
Now, you mentioned that your mom and dad were on the program as well. Can you tell us how much weight they lost?
Oh, absolutely. My parents are both, my dad just turned 72 and my mom is actually 70, and my dad lost 25 pounds. He's no longer on cholesterol medicine, and my mom lost 20. So to lose that kind of weight at that age was absolutely one of the best things that ever happened to my parents.
I love it. And you know, we can't make any medical claims about the Nutrisystem program, but it sounds like everybody's reaping the benefits of a healthier lifestyle. And that's what I say to people. You never really know what your body can do unless you're feeding it well. Because so often I kept thinking, well, it's just me. My metabolism is slow, or I'm big bone, or I'm this. You know what? I was just on the wrong programs. And Nutrisystem was the right program for me. And Ashley, it sounds like it was the right program for you and your mother and your father.
Well,
yes.
Yeah, and Ashley,
Like, Don't do it with a friend, do it with a loved one, or if you feel like you just need it do it by yourself, that you can succeed on this program.
Ashley, thank you so much for calling in and being a part of our show and sharing your experience. And again, thank you for your work as an emergency room nurse. Amazing. I know that it's, what would we do without our nurses?
Exactly.
So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Have a great evening.
Thank you,
too.
Ashley.
I
All right,
mean, like,
everybody.
getting ready for a wedding.
Oh, I
just
know. I
can't
can't even imagine that. Let me just talk about how much money you're saving just like if you had to go to the grocery store. Because, right, can you imagine going to the grocery store? I'm going to give you $9, Kat. I want you to feed yourself breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks for a day. I don't know if I could do it. I mean,
I wouldn't be able to do it.
I don't think I'd be able to do it.
it.
Even if you buy, like, the seasonings. One thing of seasoning is expensive. And that's what we're doing here. It's $9.09 a day, 22-day kit where you get breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, and 7 of these delicious shakes. You will not feel full because you will be eating all the time. You'll be like, all right, I gotta eat all this in one day. I'm gonna pace it out. You've got like maybe a little bag of cookies. You know what? Tonight my husband and I are going to the movies. I'm gonna put that in my purse. I'm gonna eat my little cookies. Well, he's eating his ginormous thing of movie theater popcorn, which is 1 billion calories.
And, you know, and more money just for the popcorn than the whole day's worth of food.
It would be like 2 days food where you pay just for the popcorn. That's a really good. And by the way, we do have buttered popcorn, which I've been snacking on. So you can bring your bag of buttered popcorn and eat the whole bag all the way to the bottom, and you're going to be on program. You know, I think it's incredibly unrealistic to say, all right, you're going to eat egg whites this month. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Or you're going to eat grilled chicken with no seasoning and steamed broccoli.
Maybe you can do it for a week.
Right.
Maybe.
I mean, I tried meal prepping. It looks so cute on Instagram.
It does.
I bought the containers. I bought the big jumbo pack of chicken. I brought the broccoli. By the 3rd day, I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do I don't know how anybody does it. I don't even believe the girls on Instagram do it. I really don't. I just don't.
Yeah.
You know, Nutrisystem is like meal prep done for you. It is done for you. We are going into the holiday season right now. We're going into the feasting season where there's trick or treat, there's Thanksgiving, there's holiday parties.
Ooh, that's such a good point.
Yeah, and before I had gone on Nutrisystem, I was skipping parties because I didn't have anything to wear.
Right.
I wasn't going to events because I just was like embarrassed. And you know, we're going to be wearing heavier clothes. I was hot all the time too. I was carrying a fan everywhere because I was just hot because I was carrying excess weight. Nutrisystem gave me all of that back. I never miss a party now. And my friend Buck called me for a party a few weeks ago, and he was like, well, the party's tomorrow. I said, well, why am I just not finding out about it? He goes, because I know you're always at the party. I don't need to invite you first. I know you're going.
You know you're going. Oh my gosh.
Are you going to be at the holiday parties? Are you going to be, where are you going to be New Year's? You know what? You can be there. You can be at your goal weight if you decide to try the Nutrisystem program today. So by New Year's, instead of saying, you know what, my resolution is to lose weight, maybe your New Year's resolution is going to be to maintain the weight that you lost at the end of 2023 because you decided to start the Today Special today. But you're never going to know unless you give it a try. You're going to receive 4 weeks worth of food. I'm going to challenge you to eat all of the food for the next 4 weeks. Eat all the breakfasts, all the lunches, all the dinners, all the snacks and desserts, all the freebies. And at the end of 4 weeks, if you aren't happy with the results, if you're not fitting better into that outfit that's hanging in your closet, if for any reason you aren't happy, call HSN and say, I'd like to have my money back.
Yep.
And they'll give it to you, no questions asked. And get this, there's nothing to send back because you've eaten all of the food. So why do Nutrisystem and HSN do this? Because we know the program works.
Right.
We know it works. But you have to try it, and you've got to try it for a month to see how it works in your life.
Yeah, and we're going to take a teeny little break, but when we come back, we're going to go through the whole program again and give you all the details so you can get started. We're going to go to hsn.com because we're talking about kitchen and preparation. We've got a lot of storage items. I know that today's special comes with these portion control containers, but if you want to get your kitchen ready for your future, go to hsn.com because we have a sale going on and it's all month long. Kitchen storage on hsn.com. Again, teeny little break, and Kat and I are going to be back. And we will both be snacking during the break, by the way. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Be the first to shop fresh for fall finds, all on sale all week long. It's Fall First Dibs Week. We're bringing the brand new with a special event every day. Monday, show your team spirit with officially licensed everything, plus all you need to make big game day amazing. Tuesday, get crafty with all new finds from organization and tools to Halloween and holiday theme bundles and more. Wednesday and Thursday, fill your fall closet with 48 hours of the season's hottest head-to-toe style finds and beauty essentials. Friday, spice up your home with 24 hours of the latest cozy and designer decor, kitchen must-haves, and food faves. Fall First Dibs Week truly has it all for fall. All week starting August 21st. Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks like VIP financing on so many items, plus extra flex on every item under $369 all day, every day, and at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $50 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card. Shop a weekend loaded with a fall star bevy of HSN's best. Shop featured favorites to exclusive and celebrity brands, in fashion and beauty to kitchen, electronics, home, organization, garden, and more, with sale prices on all brands on air all weekend long. It's the weekend to watch. Great things are happening this weekend on HSN and at hsn.com. It's fall in the stars.
Welcome back to HSN. I'm Helen Keeney, and this is Kat Carney, and she is a success story, a walking, talking success story, a beauty. And we're so excited to have the final Today Special of 2023 from Nutrisystem. I'm really suggesting everybody ordering should get this package on auto ship. What does that mean? That means you get to have your second month, your third month, your fourth month at the same Today Special price. You're getting breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, 7 bonus shakes for the 22 days. Weekends are off, so don't worry about weekends. And by the way, weekends are whatever 2 days a week. I don't have Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. That's not the life I live. Maybe I have a Tuesday off. Maybe I'll have a party to go to on a Thursday. I'll take the day off that I want 2 days a week. And you're learning how to eat. And by the way, when you get these, you could take them with you, and the beautiful packaging, it has all the details on it, including things like sodium. And I know that's something that a lot of people are wondering about. And I think we have a still that we can show you that answers some of those questions. And also, we're gonna show that. And then I would love for Kat to go through a typical day on Nutrisystem.
Well, you know, it's great that you bring up sodium, because I'm someone who is very conscious about my sodium. My doctor's like, okay,
I'm gonna eat a cookie while you're doing it. Go ahead.
And you know, and experts say that the average American, look at this, the average American consumes about 3,463 milligrams of sodium per day. 3,400. But the experts recommend that you should have about no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium. But when you're on the Nutrisystem program, after you've eaten all your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks for the day, you've only consumed about 1,850 milligrams of sodium. And that's less sodium than in a teaspoonful of salt. And I'm not talking about one meal. I'm talking about for the whole day. For the day. And sometimes if you go to the grocery store and you pull out a frozen meal, you're thinking, you know what, I don't need to go on Nutrisystem. I'm just gonna go create my own system with the frozen packages in the grocery store. But you might turn that over, and that one package might have 3,000 milligrams of sodium in that one meal. Nutrisystem has thought of everything. And sodium isn't something that we think about on a regular basis, but it's something that we should, especially as we get older. But you know what? You don't have to think about it when you're on Nutrisystem, because they've done all the work for you. I see you eating that jumbo cookie. It is yummy.
Peanut butter cookie, like this peanut butter cookie is so good. And by the way, let me just kind of show you. It's like this soft, I like this soft, chewy. Look, I'm bending it before it even breaks inside. I love the soft, like chewy cookies. this is what I'm supposed to eat, everybody. You know what I mean? It's like hard to be like, oh, I don't know if I can stick to this. I gotta eat a cookie. You know, it's so easy, Kat.
It's so easy, and you don't have to go, well, I only get to have a cookie on Friday, or I only get to have a cookie on Monday, or once a month. Every night, every day you're waking up having breakfast. Every day you're having lunch. Every day you're having dinner. Every day you're having a snack or a dessert. And every day, if you want to, you can even have one of the chocolate shakes. You know, you're getting 7 shakes with every order when you're on auto delivery. But if you really love the shakes, you can actually order additional canisters of shakes on hsn.com, or you can tell the operator that you want the additional shakes. Some of those other programs, they want you to just live on shakes. Have 2 shakes and then have a meal. That is not going to work.
No,
that is not going to work.
That is not going to work at all. Look at
No.
Ken, who lost 65 pounds at 11 months. I love these before and afters, and I always think, you know, that is these aren't people that are like, oh, they're experts in fitness. They're just folks like that just order Nutrisystem. You know, some here at HSN. You know, and then this is their experience. This could be you. The next time we do a show, your picture could be on the TV.
That's right. And you know what? We're all people who came to Nutrisystem through various, you know, walks of life. I say, you know, I didn't find Nutrisystem. Nutrisystem found me, and you know, it's been a great marriage because it's the program that worked. I had tried everything, and then when I was a medical anchor in news, people were sending me things. I had everything in my office. I had every exercise DVD. Remember DVDs? Who remembers DVDs?
I remember them, but
I remember DVDs. I'm that old. You know, I had everything in my office and still couldn't do it. And so when I started the Nutrisystem program, I didn't want people in my office to know she's on another diet. So I was taking the meals out of the packaging and putting them in plastic containers and taking them to work because I didn't want them to know, because I really didn't think that I would be successful on it. So when I got on the scale after the first week, I'm like, wow, I lost weight. When I got on the scale the second week, I lost weight again. And then when multiple people were asking me, did you do something different to your hair? What's going on? I was like, gosh, this is working. 6 weeks in, I was a full pant size smaller and jeans straight out of the dryer with the button. Like, that's the thing. It was like straight out of the dryer and they fit, you know.
Oh my gosh. By the way, this ravioli is incredible. It's so delicious.
I love it.
They keep bringing me like warmed up food here, and I'm like, this is like the greatest show ever. I'm just like eating and listening to my friend Kat. I mean, there's no like sacrifice. It's almost like it's educational.
That's right.
You're learning how to eat, and it's really about kind of portion control and balance. You know, one time I did this one program where they had things called macros. You had to do your proteins, carbs, fat, macros, and exact milligrams. And I felt like I was in math class.
Yeah.
And I was not good at that. And it was so frustrating. I feel like Nutrisystem Science and everything just did all of it and just came over and handed me a delicious plate of food. And all I have to do is eat it.
That's right.
So that makes it so easy. By the way, we have another testimonial caller who's standing by. Susan is calling in, and she has another inspirational story for all of you at home listening. Susan, welcome to HSN. Kat and I are so glad that you called in. We can't wait to hear your story.
Hi, it's great to be on.
So what brings you into the Nutrisystem program today?
Okay, well, it started with kind of a family competition where my siblings were going to lose some weight. Our father had died during the pandemic, and we knew we had to wait a while before we could have a celebration of life. And so we knew we had time. We were going to try to all lose at least 19 pounds. Well, a year went by, and I had cut out most carbs, I should say. And I felt like I was working really hard, but I had only lost 7 pounds. And so I just got discouraged with myself, and I was home one day, and a Nutrisystem commercial came on, and I had been watching them for a while, and a couple of the people on, you know, it had been 10 years, and they had maintained their weight loss. So I thought, you know, losing the weight is one thing. I want to be able to maintain this. I want to change my lifestyle. So I made the call, and it was the best call that I've ever made.
Oh, and tell us about your success.
So when I called in, I thought, you know, if I would lose 20, 25 pounds, I'd feel good. You know, I'm 60 years old at the time, you know. I've never been skinny. I thought, I'll just feel so much better. So, when you call in and they'll ask you your height and weight and what is your goal. So I think it was 20 or 25. Well, the weird part is like I hit that in 3 months, 25 pounds. And then I'm like, well, that was easy and I feel good. And so it's like, okay, on this Numi app, I could set another goal. So I'd add 5 more pounds, and then I'd add 5 more pounds. So I ended up losing 41 pounds in 8 months.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, look at your picture.
Great.
Yes, we're all looking at your picture right now. You look beautiful. You were beautiful in your before. You're glowing in your after. And as you kept going, well, I'll lose another 5. I'll lose another 5. Did you like get encouraged as you still kept hitting the goals?
Oh, absolutely. And people would ask me, like, what are you doing to lose weight? And my first response was, well, I feel like I'm cheating because it has taken so much stress out of my life.
Mm-hmm.
The meals come to you, they're prepackaged. I loved it. If I was on the go and busy, like in the car, I would just grab a bar for lunch or for my dinner meal. But otherwise, you can microwave, you can bake items. I mean, one thing when I would go on a diet, I would starve myself, and I would never think about eating after dinner. And this, you get, a snack after you eat, and I always look forward to that. I was never hungry on the program, ever. I felt I was eating more food than before, but it's what it did. It was taught me portion size and to eat often. I would say skip breakfast, have a light lunch, eat dinner, but I'd be starving in between times. And it's great how it's what my body needed. It took me, I had to be 60 years old to figure out how to do this. But
And you know what, Susan? A lot of times we think like once we're over 40, we can't lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to someone who's listening right now, who's over 40, who thinks, wow, should I try it? Susan, what would you say to encourage them to give Nutrisystem a try?
Well, I felt the same way they did. I mean, I can tell through the years my metabolism slowed down. But this, it was great. There was nothing hard about it. You're not too old. And the way I look at it, you're never too old to feel good. I thought my age was making me ache. I thought, well, I'm always going to ache, but I think I'll feel better not carrying that extra weight. I honestly, I hop out of bed in the morning. Well, you think about 41 pounds on your knees and on your hips, and it's like, I just feel so much better. And looking better is a bonus. It's about feeling good. I want to be healthy, and I have little grandkids, and I want to set a good example for them.
Susan, can I ask you, if this is Helen, the host, how long have you kept your weight off?
So I started in April of 21, and by December of 21 it was off, and I have maintained it since then. So what has it been, like a year and 8 months, something like that?
And did you do it? That's fantastic. Did you do anything else? Like, did you start Pilates or join a running club, marathon club or something?
No. In fact, in the last 2 weeks, I did join a club. I hadn't done, or an exercise group, I should say. I hadn't done that for 30 years. And it's kind of funny when the instructor asked me, like, what do you want to get out of this? And, 5 years ago, there would have only been one thing. I would have said to lose weight. That's why I'm doing that. And this time, I didn't have to say anything about losing weight. Yeah. I want to get stronger now. That's my goal, is, to stay healthy and
I love, Susan, that you had to think of new goals.
Right.
Because you kept reaching all your goals. You'd be like, I got to make up another goal.
Yeah,
like,
weight loss is checked off.
Susan, thank you so much for calling in. I loved your story, and I know it's a little intimidating to talk on live TV with all these people listening, but your story will help other people, so thank you.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. You're inspiring.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You know, I love stories like Susan's. We've heard so many say, well, you know what, I only planned on losing 25 pounds, but I lost 50. I thought I was going to try and lose 30, but I lost 80.
Let's talk about that, because weren't you saying, I was watching you at another show, and you had a similar experience, like you didn't know where you were going to go because you felt like you were always, your whole life, not quite sure what your weight should be.
Exactly. And so, like, I thought, you know, if I lose 20, yay. And then I lost the 20, and it was like, well, I'll lose some more. And because I didn't realize that, like, I didn't realize it was actual weight that I could lose, because I thought that it was my bones that were weighing so much.
Yes, I've got these ginormous, heavy bones.
I got big bones.
Like,
Someone told me I was big bone. I thought it was the bones.
Yes.
But Nutrisystem said, nope, nope, nope. You know what? We can take off that weight. Laura said, I want to give Nutrisystem a try. She lost 50 pounds in 19 months. These are real people who had real weight to lose. They went on Nutrisystem and lost weight. Christina lost 30 pounds in 6 months. And this could be you. This could be you this time next year. It could be you in January. Here's Chrissy, who lost 36 pounds in 11 months. And maybe you're saying, well, you know what? I have 136 pounds to lose. Nutrisystem can take that off for you. Nutrisystem can get you there. Maybe you're saying, hey, you know what? My brother, my father wants to try the program. Will they like it? Mike lost 55 pounds in 7 months. But you're not going to know what Nutrisystem can do in your life unless you give it a try. Look at Rose. 103 pounds in 26 months.
Oh,
the
wow.
only way you stay on a program for 26 months is A, it tastes good, B, you're enjoying the process, and C, you're having results. You're seeing success.
You know, I don't know what it is, but and everybody's after, I always feel like their hair is more stylish, their clothes are more stylish. It's like they've like kind of got this confidence to like go out and do more things, because your hair looks amazing, your makeup looks amazing. You know, it's just, you're like this, you know, it kind of like is this overall improvement in your life.
Yes, yes. And because you want to show, like, all of a sudden, it's kind of like you're coming out of a shell.
Right.
Like, oh, well, I used to always wear like big, you know, heavy sweaters. Oh, you know what? Here's Morgan, who lost 128 pounds. She's on Instagram. If you can find her on Instagram, she is fantastic. These are real people. We're real people who just love the program. And we want people like us who are struggling with weight to know that you can do this. I was that woman who would get on an airplane, and I could see people averting their eyes because they didn't want the big woman to sit next to them. I was traveling in New York one time, and I had to get on the subway, and I remember looking at the subway seat. There were 2 people, and there was one empty one. Like, you can sit here, and I'm like, wow, I'm not gonna fit in that seat, so I'll just stand. I would go into stores and say a prayer. Can I just find something that I can get on my body? That was my everyday life, like navigating around my weight. When I lost the weight, I happened to be back in New York one day, and I was walking down the street, and I was like, oh, let me fix my hair, and I turned to look into kind of one of those mirrored buildings, and it took a second for me to find myself in the reflection. I had to look like, where am I? And I had to wave like this, like, oh, there I am, because the weight came off so quickly that I didn't even know what my new silhouette is.
Oh my gosh.
So give Nutrisystem a try. If you have been struggling with weight, if you're thinking that nothing works for you, there's a reason that you're watching this program right now. There's a reason that you and I are having this moment. This is the moment that I am encouraging you to try Nutrisystem. Eat all of the food for the next 4 weeks. Eat all of it.
Yeah.
And at the end of 4 weeks, if it isn't everything that Helen says it is, everything that I say it is, call HSN and say, I want my money back. And the reason we do that is because we know the program works.
Right.
We know it works.
Did we talk about a typical day for you?
Oh, let's do that.
Let's do that.
So I get up in the morning, and I was not a breakfast eater before.
Okay.
But, so Nutrisystem taught me to eat breakfast. Now, everything breakfast is color-coded in yellow. So you can have a choice of a chocolate chip muffin. I popped mine in the microwave. Marie Osmond taught me that for about 5 seconds, let those chocolate chips melt. Or maybe a bowl of oatmeal. We're heading into the fall months, so oatmeal is fantastic. Or cereal, granola. And you would add fresh fruits with this if you wanted to add one of those protein shakes with this. And notice I keep saying add. And that would be your breakfast. So then for lunch, I love the tuna salad. You get to eat that with a nice salad or maybe some grilled veggies. I love the white cheddar mac and cheese, the beans and ham soup, especially going into the fall months. Yum, 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 yum. Grilled vegetables, or I use my air fryer. My air fryer is probably my most used appliance. I throw some broccoli in the air fryer, and I am good to go. Tastes like popcorn, really, it does.
I love my air fryer.
I love mine.
I do. I love love my air fryer.
And then every night for dinner, we got pasta, lots of pasta. Pasta, you know, it's a comfort food. And there, like a lot of weight loss pundits say, oh, you have to give up carbs. Well, you know what? Guess what? There's plenty of people all around the world who eat pasta and they have normal weight.
And I just ate the ravioli, I could tell you, is amazing. It really, really good,
Amazing.
honestly.
You don't have to give up things to lose weight. Look at the ravioli, look at the meatballs with rotinis, the mac and cheese with turkey sausage, the meatballs, the pizza, and then every night a snack or a dessert. Butter popcorn, cheese puffs, white cheddar popcorn, jumbo cookies. Look at the chocolate-covered pretzels.
Right.
So you're eating all
I
day
also
long.
love the bags of the little cookies
I
because
love
I
'em.
feel like I'm eating giant bags of cookies, even though they're they're small cookies, but they're also good. Those toffee crunch cookies are so good, and I
Yes.
love the chocolate-covered pretzels. Those are fun too.
I like dipping in and out of the bag, like, oh, I'm eating another one. You know,
Right.
I'm just one of those people. I will take my bag of popcorn to the movies. I'm not paying $13 for popcorn at a movie.
Right.
I'm just not doing it. And popcorn, one thing of popcorn at a movie theater costs more than a whole day eating on Nutrisystem.
Oh yeah, because it's $9.09 a day for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. This is economical. Even if you're like, you know what, I want to eat healthy, but you know, I'm on a budget, $9.09 a day. I mean, and if you want to do this with your hubby or significant others, get 2 orders and get them both on auto ship.
Right.
You can stop them at any time, but you can't go back and get this special. It is the last today special of 2023. That means today, and it's almost 5 o'clock. This is the last chance, last few hours that you're able to get this offer. And yes, there's other offers and things like that, but the price will go way up. But your price will always be the same if you order this on auto ship. So I just want everyone to give a chance. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is rotini with meatballs.
The rotini with meatballs. I had some of that today. It was so good.
I can eat it every day. And sometimes, you know, I like to do a remix. And I'm not particularly handy in the kitchen, but sometimes I will take it out, I'll put it in an oven-safe dish and put some cheese on top of it and put it under the broiler and bake it and think I've done something.
You are a chef, Kat.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And I'm a gadget gourmet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my all-time favorite.
Okay.
My new favorite is the mac and cheese with the turkey sausage meatballs.
You know, I haven't tried that yet. I was hoping they were going to come out with
it's good.
some of
It's
that, but
good.
it looks so good.
It is. It's very tasty, very savory, and it's very different from the white cheddar mac and cheese.
Oh, okay.
I like
All right.
both of them, but they have like different flavor profiles. And what's great about the Nutrisystem chefs is they look at like, well, what do people naturally like to eat? What are good comfort foods? And that's what they put
like
in here.
pasta, chocolate, pizza,
Right.
those kind of things. And you know, I see all the containers have some fruits and vegetables and things like that. How do the containers come into play? Because they're included.
So they're not part of the regular program. These are free gifts. So you're going to have 2 days off per week that you can eat on your own. So these help you portion out things, or maybe you want to take some vegetables on the go if you're going to work. But you don't have to worry about measuring out things throughout the day while you're eating. Really, during the week, all you've got to do is open the package, eat some veggies, you know, or heat up your lasagna, heat up your ravioli, and go. So these are free gifts. We also have, you get 7 free shakes every month. You get bonus bars in your first month. And you're getting like over $60 worth of free gifts in your first month. That's in addition to your 4 weeks worth of food. And you know, this is the our last today special of the year. So we kind of went all out. These are all of my favorites, all of my comfort food. I'm a comfort food eater.
What is this one right here? I don't know if...
This is the Kung Pao noodles.
Oh, okay. That looks so good.
Delicious, so delicious. It went away for a while, and I was like, where are the noodles? We're doing Kat's favorites. We gotta have some noodles here. And the beans and ham soup.
Because I read that your Kat's favorites, like you kind of helped put this together. You're like, let me tell you what tastes good. Like, you're my favorites.
These are my favorites. And the things that, you know, if I'm having a bad day, I know I can eat my rotini and meatballs. I'm like, I feel good. When I wake up in the morning and I can have my double chocolate chip muffin, I'm like, yes, the day will be good today. I love it. And you will love it too if you give it a try. You know, you might be looking at it right now from home going, well, I mean, it looks good. I wonder what it tastes like. You know what? Order it. See what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if I'm going to lose weight on it. You know what? Order it. See if you'll lose weight. I know you're going to lose weight on it. Well, I wonder, like, how much weight I'm going to lose in a month. You know how to find out? Order it. place the call today. Use, like, scan the QR code and say, I want to give it a try. I liken it to the little boy who wanted to go to the chocolate factory and he got a golden ticket. I don't know how many, we have left right now, but each one is like a golden ticket.
It is the golden ticket for your future, and we're showing you how, people look, but there's also how you feel. I watched at midnight, and Suzanne was talking about when she lost weight that her blood work came back differently, and I had the same exact experience where it was always like, oh, that's a little high, that's a little high. And when I lost the weight that I had gained over the pandemic, those numbers came back down. And it's amazing the direct correlation between your health and how your weight is and how you're eating. And it's the best for you. I mean, I loved your story about you didn't know what the real you was.
Had no clue.
You had a disproportionate, you thought, if I lose 20 pounds, and that was probably many pounds ago, what you thought your goal weight was way more than you weigh now, was your old goal weight. You'll be setting new goal weights.
Yeah, years ago, I remember like going to the doctor and I hated getting on the scale, like I hated it. And I got on the scale, and this was back when they had the scale where they like moved the thing over, because again, I'm old, I remember DVDs. And so I got on the scale and I thought the scale was gonna say 150. And so she put the thing chunk over to 150 and it still didn't tilt down. So I was like, so she kept moving, she had to move it over to 200 and then kept moving it over and got to like 240. And I was like, there's something wrong with your scale. And so she was like, no, there's nothing wrong. I said, yes, there is. And I said, well, how much do you weigh? She told me. I said, I got off the scale. I said, get on the scale. And it said the right number. I got back on. I was like, 240? That is what heavyweight boxers weigh. How do I not know that I weigh 240 pounds? And then when I was driving home from the doctor's office, I stopped off at the gas station and I was debating, like, which octane fuel will I put in my car? And a light bulb went off. I spend more time thinking about the quality of fuel I put in my car than the quality of fuel I put in my body. And what Nutrisystem is, it's quality fuel. It will get you from point A to point Z, and it will be fun, and you will nourish your body.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I love these kind of how it changes everything about you, your visage, like your whole sense of yourself when you feel. And by the way, when you're successful in this, I think it makes you feel like, I think I can be successful in this other thing.
Anything.
In relationships or career or all the other things in your life. I feel like when you have a big win in your life, it kind of gives you the motivation to have other big wins.
That's right.
So I'm just really excited.